Yo, what up? Kevin Stimpson here, and welcome to my channel. On this channel, I talk everything entrepreneurship, branding, marketing, and sales with one thing and one goal in mind, and that's to help you become highly paid as a coach, consultant, or service provider. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you important tips, money tips, as it relates to you as an entrepreneur. Because let's be serious, when it comes down to being a business owner, when it comes down to being an entrepreneur, it's all about making money and keeping money. If you're just spending your money and letting it go and you don't know how to manage your money and you have bad money habits, it's going to set you up for failure. And I think that's one of the most important things for entrepreneurs that we realize and pay attention to. Most of the time, we only focus on high level sales. And as that's important, there's so many other things and factors that's important too. Because I don't know about you, but I know when I first started my business, I was making money, really good money that is, but at the end of the day, every time I would look at my bank account, I'm like, yo, where is all my money going? I'm spending so much money here. I'm spending so much money there. I'm spending so much money here. And so I'm going to share with you 7 tips today that's going to help you out in your personal and your business life. So let's dive in. Money tip number 1, pay yourself first. Why do I say that? You want to take a percentage of every dollar that comes into your business and set that money aside as investment money. Because what happens is most times when people, bring in money and they pay themselves, they pay their bills, they pay their expenses, they pay their lifestyle expenses first, meaning rent, groceries, gas, utilities, you name it. They pay all of that stuff first. And then what happens is they either have no money left over for themselves to invest, or they have very little money left over for them to invest. And so what you want to do is, before you pay any bills, before you pay any expenses, whatever amount of money comes into your bank account, you want to stash that aside into a separate investment account. And then that way you're able to use that money to grow your wealth and grow your financial empire. Money tip number 2, invest aggressively. Most people, whenever money comes in, they spend it. And again, that's why, even for me, I was stuck when I first started my business, my first few years. I'm making all of this money, but I'm also spending so much money at the same time too. And at the end of the day, I was not investing. I didn't start investing probably until the 3rd, 4th year into my business. And so what you want to do is you want to invest aggressively. I'm not saying invest in big risk type of investments. I'm saying you want to take majority of the money that you make and invest that and live on less of the money that you make, if that makes sense. Luckily, nowadays we live in a day and age where it's easy to invest your money, right? And you can learn about investing your money. I'm no expert by any means when it comes down to investing. Leave that up to somebody else. But what I do want to share with you, you got stuff that you can invest in as far as real estate, land, cryptocurrency, stocks, ETFs. There's so many things that you can tap into so that you can start making money and growing your money. Business tip number 3, create separate bank accounts. My first time ever hearing of this concept came from a book called Profit First. And what's cool is he talked about creating 5 different accounts, because what happens is most people only have one bank account that they operate from. And I know I'm guilty, and I was guilty of this too. I had one lump sum bank account that I was operating my business from. But what happens is essentially what you want to do is you want to have an account that's your main income account. So when somebody pays you, that money comes into that income account. And then from there, you want to have a profit account. And then from there, you want to have an owner's compensation account. And then from there, you want to have a taxes account. And then your 5th account is going to be your operating expenses account. And obviously, each of those bank accounts serve different purposes and different roles. And you're supposed to allocate X amount of dollars from each of those accounts based off of how much money is coming in from your gross revenue. Having those separate 5 bank accounts is a game changer, again, because you're not just focusing and working from one big lump sum account. That's a big way to lose your money fast, and that's also a big way to think that you have more money than you actually really do. Money tip number 4, do not commingle funds. What do I mean by that? Commingling funds is when you're paying for your personal expenses with your business money and with your business account. So for example, if I'm going out there and buying groceries with my business card, that is commingling funds. You don't want to do that for a couple of reasons. One, the IRS doesn't like it, and when it comes down to tax season, it sucks really bad trying to figure out which is which. And 2, you want to make sure that your business account only serves business expenses. And you want to make sure that you have a separate personal account that only has the sole purpose of personal expenses. So you want to separate the two. Money tip number 5. Do not drastically increase your lifestyle expenses just because more income is coming into your business. Why do I say that? This is the quickest way to actually go broke. And if I'm being honest with you, when I first started my business, and you hear this all the time, like, oh, live within your means. Oh, make sure you're paying attention to how much money you're spending, blah, blah, blah. But it's a real thing. When you start making a certain amount of money, you're like, yo, I want to start having and living a certain type of lifestyle and having certain experiences that I've never had before. And you want to be cautious of that because, again, this is the quickest way to go broke. Just because you're making $1 million a year, if you spend $1 million, you're still broke. The person who makes $100,000 a year, but they spend $40,000, they're wealthier than a person who makes $1 million a year and spends $1 million a year. So being an entrepreneur, again, it's about freedom. It's about having the means to do what you want, when you want, with who you want. It's about having that peace of mind. Well, the only way to have that freedom and peace of mind and things like that is if you have financial resources, if you have wealth, if you have money, if you have cash, if you have assets. If you're spending everything that you're making, you're not going to have all of those assets that you could have. And so that's why I say it's important to invest aggressively, because by you investing aggressively, it'll pretty much balance out and take away the want and desire for you to actually spend a lot of the money that you're making. Money tip number 6, set aside a percentage of your income just to go towards fun and play. Fun and play is super important as an entrepreneur, super important as a business owner, because if you don't include fun and play into your lifestyle and into your business, life is going to get mundane, it's going to get boring, it's going to get overwhelming, you're going to be burnt out. And again, that stuff is not it's not fun. And so fun can be something different to anybody and everybody, right? So whether that's you acquiring a new skill set, whether that's playing an instrument, whether that's you wanting to go to the movie theaters with your partner and your spouse, whether that's you, once a week or once every couple weeks doing something specifically with your partner or with your family, like whatever that looks like to you, do that and have fun in doing that and feel good about doing that. Because again, that's what life and business is all about. Money tip number 7, learn the power of business and personal credit and learn how to leverage it so that you can live an epic lifestyle for free. And so for myself, from someone who went from good credit to really bad credit to excellent, great credit, I can really say that having great credit is everything. I'm talking about traveling for free. I'm talking about getting flights for free. I'm talking about staying at the best hotels, 5-star hotels, and getting upgraded to suites and the best rooms for free. I'm talking about buying your most favorite brands at a discount just because you have these certain type of cards. The beautiful thing about leveraging business credit and personal credit is that you're getting paid to actually spend the money that you're going to spend anyways. So imagine in one calendar year, for your business, you spent $30,000 in cash, your debit card. But then imagine if you spent $30,000 on an Amex card, how much Amex points you would get. If you spent $30,000 on your Chase business card, imagine how many points and rewards that you can get just for spending that amount of money. And so that's the reason why credit is so powerful, because you're leveraging other people's money to, 1, grow your business, but 2, live a lifestyle that so many people only dream about. So I just shared with you 7 game-changing money tips that can help you out big time as you're navigating your entrepreneurial journey. And so what I want to hear from you is comment below, drop a comment, and let me know which of these money tips resonated with you the most. Which one are you going to focus on? Which one have you done a bad, horrible job with? Because I know for me, for most of them, I did a bad job with. I want to know from you. I'm going to comment and respond to each and every single one of you. Make sure you smash that subscribe button and share this video out with 3 other entrepreneurs that you believe will find this information super helpful. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.